Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury, and today we are like full steam ahead into spring, and that means, well, I'm gonna try to garden again, indoors, in containers. And I pause because as the words are fluttering out of my mouth, I'm thinking about what is the definition of insanity, and it's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I do this every year, and I've been having a lot of struggles the past few years. It's like I have a few years where things are great, and the past few years, not so great. And part of this is because I am a bit zany. I'm zany, and I grow things in containers that are not necessarily meant to grow in containers, but I do it because I want to see if it'll work. Like I tried pumpkins. It almost worked. It almost worked. I got to a part where a pumpkin was like, I had the flowers and I had the bulb starting, and then the whole thing just shriveled up and went backwards. And I was like, I don't even know. It was doing so well, and then it wasn't. And I don't know what went sideways. So all this to say, we're going to plant some seeds. We are going to plant some seeds today. And we'll see how this year's gardening with Mercury goes. We'll see. We'll see. But if I don't try, I will never know. Maybe I should like keep a record. Like I planted this many seeds at this date, and this was the temperature, and this was the watering schedule. Maybe if I keep track of it, I can track the result. I might do that. I might do that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we are going to garden. We are going to indoor garden. And this is just like, it's a way of bringing the outdoors indoors, especially when you have an apartment and, you have limited amounts of window space and sunlight and things that make gardening prohibitive. Like I don't have a patch of, soil outside that I can plant things in. It's unfortunate. I would love to be able to have even if it was like a rooftop garden situation. I just don't have access to anything like that. So I make do with what I got. And this is what I got, and this is what we're doing. So we're gonna take a seat, we're gonna pop a squat, as they say, and we're gonna plant some seeds. I have some supplies from years past. So I have some potting mix, a few little containers. These are not very expensive containers. I think these actually came from like Dollar Tree, but they don't have drainage. So you have to see I poked holes. You have to make drainage if you don't have drainage. I have some seeds picked out already. And I also have this. This is like, not fertilizer, but fertilizer, organic fertilizer. That's exactly what this is. I was going to be like the stuff that makes it healthier and grow better. That. So this is what I have, and we'll get planting. So I don't know if I have enough soil for for 2 or 3 pots. So we are going to start with 2, and if we have more, we'll get more. But this is what I want to plant this year. I have cilantro, so we're going to be planting some cilantro. Everyone put some positive vibes out for me on this one because I've tried this before and it's never worked. We have tomatoes. We're going to try tomatoes this year. The difference this year to the past when I've tried this is I have a grow light. So hopefully I can keep these on the floor. I won't have to move them because I have the grow light there. We're going to try. We're going to try. And then the little table I have, I add extra sticks to for scaffolding for them to attach to for stability. I have a theory. In place. I don't know if it will work, but there's a theory for these. And then if there's enough soil for a 3rd pot, we have a whole bag of seeds that we can select from. So let's get started. Oh, y'all, there is so much more soil in here than I thought. We will be fine. We're going to have to pick more seeds. I still have so much more. So we can plant more. So I know the volume of the soil is going to go down a little bit once I water them, but I did not expect to so easily fill up all 3 of these. I think my spatial awareness feature is malfunctioning because I could not tell, but it's okay. I'm gonna go grab a few more pots and we're gonna pick out some extra seeds. Let me go get supplies. Okay, I'm back, and if you've been around for a little while, you may know my gardening situation is a little bit ludicrous. I have lots and lots of planting containers. I may have a problem, y'all. I may, but it's okay. This is a good problem to have. So I'm not using the like the seed greenhouse situation this year. I also have these little cups I'm not using this year. What is this? Oh, this is one of those seed pods for the greenhouse situation. But I have a few more of these small containers. Then I have larger containers for transplanting. I have a few of these like trays to catch the drip, like drip trays. So yeah, if they get too big and I need to transplant, I have the upgrades. We'll just put that over there. That's okay. And we have to pick some seeds. We have to pick additional seeds. So we have to consider that because we are going to use the table structure to support the tomatoes, we don't want to grow the peas. So we're not growing the peas because the peas would also need that same scaffolding and that would cause chaos. So peas are out, but let's see what other options we have here. Let's see if we have any like kind of herbs. Herbs are good. We have sunflowers. Every time I try to do sunflowers, they like sprout, they do good. And then as soon as they start to get their true leaves, they like retract and shrivel up. Maybe, should we try them again? It can't hurt. We'll try them again. Okay. So here are the options we have. We have pumpkin. I know. I have basil, but I actually have a fully developed basil plant, so I don't need to grow more basil. We have bib lettuce. So we have that's nice. What is this? We have more lettuce. This is more like a romaine type of a lettuce. Peppers. I've grown the peppers a few times. I've gotten them pretty good and they flowered, but they never produced fruit. So I'll put the peppers in a maybe pile. They'll go in a maybe. We have zucchini. They grow on the ground. Should we try the zucchini? We'll give it a try. We'll give the zucchini a try. I also have cucumber. But if we're doing zucchini, I'm not going to also do cucumber. Not that they're the same, but that visually the plants are similar and I would likely confuse them or something. We have more pumpkins. We have more lettuce. I have cantaloupe seeds. I have watermelon seeds. Tarragon. I was looking for herbs. We have tarragon. Another type of tomato. More peppers. More cilantro. And more lettuce. So, my friends, I think where I'm landing right now. So we already said tomatoes. We already said cilantro. I definitely want to do tarragon. Let's scoop some more soil. That can be sunflowers. That could be the squash. I'm looking around because I still have more soil. Now, I can retain the soil for if I need to transplant things, or I could plant additional things. And cause chaos. Should I do it? Should I do the chaos? I've never tried this before. By this I mean this. Like, I know this isn't gonna work. I know growing a cantaloupe indoors is not like. How deep do these have to go? These are not gonna work indoors. They're not. It's saying to plant these on a hillside. Should we do an experiment and see what happens? See if I could find a way to turn a container into a hillside. I mean, there are like hydroponics and aeroponics and all sorts of ponics. I'll try it. Now, it says that this fertilizer only needs 1 cup of fertilizer, and it's like these pellets for, what is it, 15 feet of gardening? Yeah, 15 square feet needs 1 cup. So I don't need a lot. I just need a couple of pellets per soil pot. So not much. Not much. I'm just shaking a few pellets. Next up, we are going to start planting. So first, we're going to start with these squash. So we have our squash seeds. And I like to take a little stick and just make a little hole for where I'm going to put these seeds. And then we just cover them up. Next, we'll do the sunflowers, and same thing. These are the sunflower seeds. Let me mix that fertilizer in there. And then we cover that up. So I only have a couple of drip trays. So we are going to just water a couple at a time. And I will label the containers as I'm letting the drips happen. So we'll do both. So watering, doing the initial water. And this really changes the volume and the density of the soil because it will compact after you do the initial water. Okay, so this one is tarragon. It was formerly pumpkin. Okay, so now I can put that away. This one is the cilantro. Yep. Make sure it's not co-labeled. Okay. I can put that away. This one is sunflowers. Okay. Okay, so they're all labeled and 2 of them are watered. Okay, next 2. So I'm going to keep on watering them, and then when I set them up with the grow light, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I have moved my little pots into their final destination here, which is on the floor underneath a tray table. And I use these like extra sticks and I secure them with like tape and whatnot. So this is what I was talking about for the tomatoes, and I put the tomatoes right here. So that way, as the tomatoes grow, I could use these and zip tie it to give it support and basically attach the tomato plant to the tray table. And the grow lights, these move around. So as the plants get bigger, these can be adjusted to whatever height they need to be. And yeah, we have some plants down here. I also have two of them. This is the tarragon and the cilantro, and I figured they could get some natural sunlight on top of the tray table. This is that established basil plant I mentioned. And I did throw some sage in this planter over here as well. We'll see. This had sage in it before, and then it didn't survive the winter. So we're going to see if we can regrow this. And this is my gardening journey for 2026. We'll see how it does. I'll give an update on how my plants are doing throughout the spring and summer, and we'll see if we have any usable herbs and fruit that come from this. We shall see, we shall see. But my basil plant, I've had it for years and years and years and years. I harvest it, I make pesto with it, I have dried basil from it. It is fantastic. So I hope that I have some success with some of the other plants this year. We shall see, we shall see. But I guess with that, I am done for the day. I will see you all real soon. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.